Like many other states, Indiana adopts the federal definition of qualified research and expenses, but strictly for R&D conducted within the state, and uses the federal research credit calculation method. The R&D project must follow the federal guidelines for being technology-oriented, and while not mandatory, Indiana does expect to see a substantial amount of costs related to experimentation. The Internal Revenue Code defines qualified research as those expenses for activities intended to discover information that eliminates uncertainty concerning the development or improvement of a product. A product is defined as a process, technique, formula, or invention. Under the federal definition, many types of expenses are not allowed. These include, but are not limited to, acquisition of another's patent, model, or production, advertising, consumer and efficiency surveys, management studies, ordinary testing for quality control, research conducted after commercial production begins, research related to style, taste, cosmetics, or seasonal design, and routine data collection. The credit rate is 15% of the increase in Indiana qualified research expenses paid or incurred in the taxable year over the taxpayer's base amount if it is $1 million or less. If the amount is more than $1 million, then the credit rate is 10%. Indiana also offers an Alternative Incremental Credit, which is 10% of the taxpayer's Indiana qualified research expenses for the taxable year, minus 50% of the taxpayer's average Indiana qualified expenses for which the credit is being determined. The Alternative Incremental Credit is only available to companies engaged in the aerospace industry. Indiana does not allow for any unused credits to be carried back or refunded. It does allow for excess credit to be carried forward for 10 years. A taxpayer must submit Form IT-20 REC to the Indiana Department of Revenue to apply for the research credit. For further information on state research credits or the federal research credit, please visit our Swanson Read YouTube channel by clicking the link below. To speak with a Swanson Read advisor, simply click on the Contact button on the lower left-hand corner of the screen.